we'll get started in just a moment with the 2021 graduation ceremony. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy this musical interlude.
You good? You may not even be live. I know. I thought I did it anyway. Exactly. Yeah, you do it. Alright, so she has power. So right now you're off right now? Okay, cool. I'm not doing anything either. Okay. Nice, okay. Woohoo!
Everything good?
Do we have sound? That's my main problem. Do we have sound? If we have sound, then I think we're fantastic.
Of course my computer froze, so we'll just shut instruments asleep. Here, let me do it from my phone.
Oh yeah, you're right. Big brain.
Yeah, there's a lag between this and that.
Yeah, they're always, it's about 45 seconds.
If you have sound here, it's gonna be
Yeah, if it's moving in green, you should be good. I learned that the last two ones.
Alright, you good? 'Cause I gotta go. Sarah only let me stay for an hour.
You good? Yep. Gucci.
Good?
Gucci.
I'm out.
Alright.
Alright, you're on your own now.
Alright, well I can cry later. Wait, we didn't bring my tissues. Oh, now I'm back.
Alright, we'll see you then.
Okay, see you
Good
later.
luck.
educated on this theme, and then that's fine. And then when Alice introduces the presentation of colors, then I'll switch over to guest
What am I calling?
presentation of colors.
That was nice. Ruth Shin, graduate with highest honors, class of 2021, and will be going to Cal Berkeley here in the fall. Congratulations. Thank you, Ruth. Accompanied by Corey Alario. Thank you, Corey. All right, my name is Tom Houts, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as principal of Downey High School. It is my pleasure to welcome the parents, guests, friends, and faculty to the 115th commencement exercise for Downey High School. We appreciate your attendance at tonight's ceremonies. We have planned an excellent program for our graduating seniors. Please continue to wear your mask and social distances when not with your household family while on campus tonight. We need your cooperation and attention so that all the guests and participants can hear their names of all the graduates and that the speeches by our graduating seniors can be heard. When the ceremonies are completed, we will be escorting the seniors off the field, the way they're coming on. Please meet your senior at a pre-planned area or at least socially distanced so that we don't have a large congregation of people in one area. And please remember to social distance as much as possible. Presenting the diplomas for Downey High School will be President of the Board of Education, Mr. D. Mark Morris, Clerk Martha Sodatani, members Linda Solomon Saldana, and Mr. Jose Rodriguez. Assisting the Board of Education from the Downey Unified School District is Superintendent John A. Garcia and Associate Superintendent Ms. Christina Aragon. Now, presenting our nation's flag is Staff Sergeant Charles Roberts, United States Marine Corps, with Downey Vikings who have already enlisted or are currently in the process of joining our nation's armed services. At this time, will you please stand for our country's national anthem, sung by our very own Downey High School Epic Jazz Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Thank you. You may be seated. Now let's have
yeah, she's my turn to write it, right?
The first one is taking his finger. Alright, this is the first one. He started.
I can see you upside down on this one. Like she's good enough, right? That's right.
Luis Arazmendi with highest honors.
It's frozen. She's supposed to be frozen. No. Oh, it's empty standing still.
Angel Arellano with highest honors.
Guys, I think we should zoom out to get the audience. Because that's only the name.
Aaron Macias with highest honors.
Was that?
Well, they didn't want the podium, right?
No, that's for the name. But whatever.
Angel Roy Emmanuel Roy Vivian, highest honors. Daniela Guadarrama with highest honors.
Kevin, you just message, Kevin. I can pen.
Andrew Chan with highest honors. Adrian Guerra with highest honors. Natalie Cruz with highest honors. Stephanie Diaz with highest honors. Andrea Park with highest honors. Rebecca Hahn with highest honors. Hannah Kim with highest honors.
Hannah Hong with highest honors.
Penelope L. with highest honors.
Ezra Alamu with highest honors.
Andrew Nevarez with highest honors.
Ifunanya Okurama with highest honors.
Maya Jimenez with highest honors.
Eli Salomon with highest honors.
Joan Mochi with highest honors.
Joshua Berto with highest honors.
Daniela Gomez with highest honors.
Ruth Shin with highest honors.
Natalie Bardales with honors.
Brianna Leon with honors.
Fabian Hernandez with honors.
Zoheret Beltran with honors.
Daniel Cuenca with honors.
Raymond Quezada with honors.
Alexis Herrera with honors.
Isabel Venegas with honors.
Jacqueline Rodriguez with honors.
Ariana Vasquez with honors.
Sofia Aguilar with honors.
Jessica Boudreau with honors.
Marvina Ibrahim with honors.
John Garcia with honors.
Joshua Lira with honors.
Chloe Gonzalez with honors.
Valeria Perez with honors.
Monica Ulloa with honors.
Isabel Isabella Lopez with honors.
Christian Espinosa with honors.
Christine Duarte with honors.
Isabella Diaz with honors.
First it's hot, now it's cold. Make up your mind.
Elizabeth Frias with honors.
Rachel Spinoza with honors.
Allison Ho with honors.
Haley Harris with honors.
Mia Diaz with honors.
Raciel Caro Ramirez with honors.
Cassandra Martinez with honors.
Victoria Lozano with honors.
Yeah, for the time being.
Eilani Bonilla with honors.
Isabella Chavez with honors.
So I just confirmed with Ashley about the anthem. So she said this is
George Galeas with honors.
he says accept the class. They say we accept the class.
I heard that in the last round.
Yeah, yeah.
Elizabeth
So
Savoy
so
with honors.
put on me, and then switch to the two side checks for the tassel turning.
Adriana Arbizu Usani with honors.
Okay.
Okay. We just need to make sure that that camera gets moved.
Yeah. So
Lorena Rodriguez with honors.
bring the stuff over to the other side.
Nicole Alvarez with honors.
I know, I will be the one.
Nayeli Calderon with honors.
I didn't, you kind of come here with your camera too because you don't pay attention. Like,
Sofia Serrano with honors.
you know what? I got a really nice tan line. I gotta make
Desiree Enriquez with honors.
You got a tan line,
This,
Kevin?
and feet, that's on, feet,
Antonio Machado with honors.
Wait, during the songs, I can't put the jazz band.
Claudette de la Garza with honors.
A little bit of both. So just tell me which one you want.
Brian Velasquez with honors.
Devin is here. So it would be better to have this camera pointed there.
Allison Lucena with honors.
And like it doesn't say that.
Elysium Molina with honors.
Higher. We need. Oh yeah, she is.
What do you need, Kevin?
Gotta find out if it's just.
Alejandra Navarro with
Oh, wait, no,
honors.
that's required. No, because then there are people.
Yeah.
Ah.
Tyra Robles with honors.
I'll have that one angled, that one angled. We'll see what happens. You can pick whichever camera you like better.
Michael Bilodeau with honors.
Plus you have to wait till they get there. They might not be there for the first song if the jazz band's part of this song.
Angel Rios with honors.
Ivan Cuevas with honors.
Henry Gomez with honors.
Kaylin Garcia with honors.
Ugano Ikechifo with honors.
Esteban Bowen with honors.
Omar Alvarez with honors.
Desiderio Medina with honors.
Charity Alia Olavides with honors.
Alyssa Bunsalan with honors.
Leslie Caceres Abbott with honors.
Diana Rodriguez Gonzalez with honors.
Muse Abdulatif with honors.
Anthony Sendejas with honors.
Priscilla Abelleta.
Victor Rivera.
Ricardo Abundis.
Oscar Martinez.
Special ed now, right?
Yeah.
Alberto Acevedo.
Jacob Martinez.
Nathan Adams.
Leslie Servin.
Amy Aguilar.
Andrew Virgen.
Jason Aguilar.
Kane Cepeda.
Natalie Aguilera.
Ivers Hennings.
Casey Alejandre.
Manuel Alvarez.
Gara Akatib.
Santiago Amezcua.
Ashley Alvarado.
Ana Arambula Peña.
Andrew Arce.
Jadian Arana.
Brian Arevalo.
Andrew Arias.
Jonathan Arias.
Mario Arias.
Griselda Arredondo.
Haiti Arvizu Aguilar.
Leslie Aviles.
Amir Aubrey.
Melissa Ayala.
Angelina Avila.
Ebony Ayestas.
Daniel Ayala.
JC Badhar Bull.
Adan Borjas.
Rick Baez.
Aminia Burnett Wagner.
Tercy Balvas Quinones.
Silvestre Chavez.
Andrés Barbosa.
Jenny Cher.
Sarah Barrios.
Gianluca Ceribe.
Violet Becerra.
Justin Contreras.
Andrew Benitez.
Susie Contreras.
Michael
It's a live
Beth.
feed. It's on YouTube.
That's super cool they have it. Oh, I love it.
Xavier Corona.
Aaliyah Bishop.
Azenef Cruz Medero.
Daniel Bravo Garcia.
Connor Davila.
Myron Gadavid.
Marcus Diaz.
Yahir Caiceros Galeno.
Robert Diaz.
Benjamín Calderón.
Angel Flores.
Sky Calvillo.
Carlos Dieguez Garcia.
Sofía Calvillo.
Sergio Eduardo.
Catherine Campa.
Celeste Dominguez.
Mark Carino.
Lisbeth Figueroa.
Lucero Carlos.
Rachel Del Pino.
Desiree Carrillo.
Alejandro Davila.
Aslin Castro.
Carlos Duron.
Camila Castro Romero.
Michael Garcia.
Natalie Centeno.
Jennifer Garibaldi.
Sofía Cisneros.
Diana Garson.
Martin Contreras.
Alicia Gastelum.
Damien Cornejo.
Amanda Gonzalez.
Matthew Crawford.
Evan Gonzalez.
Danielle Cuevas.
Uraya Gonzalez.
Oscar Diaz.
Matthew Guerrero.
Valerie Diaz.
Daniel Gutierrez.
Sebastian Edesa.
Carla Gutierrez.
Crystal Flores.
Nathan Ha.
Daisy Estrada.
Emily Heredia.
Citlali Flores.
Justin Hernandez.
Michael Davila.
Alicia Howard.
Bailey Escobar.
Yihan Wang.
James Flores.
Anissa Janzak.
Eileen Fuentes.
Jamil Johnson.
Maya Garcia.
Donica Jordan.
No, it's still lagging.
Heather Hernandez.
Amanda Juarez Olagin.
Andrew Galvan.
Laura, can you come in and look at it?
Ryan
Laura,
Laporte.
you can come and look at it.
Jaime Garcia.
Melanie Lara.
Andy Galvan.
Viviana Leon.
There's something flashing on it that says off. And I don't think it's in that.
Leonardo Gámez.
Kobe Lizaraga.
Alonso Garcia.
Alexander Lopez.
Diamond Garcia.
Jeremy Luna.
Jacqueline Garcia.
Araceli Magdaleno.
Matthew Garcia.
That was me.
Denise Mara Diaga.
Christopher Gausin.
That looks better.
Isaac Mares.
Clarissa Gonzalez.
Israel Mares.
Julian Gonzalez.
Dayanara Martinez.
Emma Gordillo.
It's not.
Jennifer Martinez.
Jose Corolla.
Kanye T. Lee. Victor Michael Lee Martinez.
Eliana Gutierrez.
Okay.
Seth Martinez.
I think she's ours.
Mark Gutierrez.
Adam Marks.
Andrew Enriquez.
Okay.
Eduardo Matos.
Ariana Hernandez.
David Meyer.
Diego Hernandez.
Yeah, just switch the whole setup. Cause it's a simple change for me. I can
Emily
turn
Mendez
off one camera
Perez.
and turn on the other. That's fine. I think it's just easier because I can turn off the main camera and
Kenya
then I
Hernandez.
can have the white camera.
Jonathan Mendez Perez.
Andrea Hurtado.
Brandon Mendoza.
Abram Ibrahim.
Joseph Mendoza.
Nada Jabara.
Ray Mesa.
Fernando Jimenez Jimenez.
David Miranda.
That's good. Can you zoom in?
Noah Juarez.
Looks fine. Fine to me.
Damien Monares.
Depends how much more games inside the brain than in the entire time.
Emily Junso.
7? Yeah.
Eileen Montano.
Aralednak Lara.
Alize Moreira.
Ziggy Leiva.
Leslie Moreno.
Josiah Leiva.
Luis Moreno.
Adrian Lopez.
So I know we're good for a while. You can try restarting the camera.
I know. Is it just Henry
Genevieve
left?
Munoz.
Where's Cindy? So I can continue names if you want to find them?
Brian
Unless you want to
Lopez.
switch. You go run.
Kira Munoz.
Jonathan Akahili.
Matthew Nagu.
John Munoz.
Luis Navarro.
There we go.
What's wrong?
I'll, because it looks like you're a bit far, but I think that's
Christine
fine.
Nader.
Yeah.
I'm just spelling names.
Yeah, I was all like, wait, not saying last name. Oh, okay.
No.
Johnny Neblina.
I don't have time for first and last.
Azul Nava.
They're saying that my camera is really pixelated on screen.
Jason
Yeah, I know, I'm trying
Novoa.
to work on that.
Okay, I'll let them know you're working on it. It looks fine on my end.
Joshua
Yeah.
Eno.
Thank you.
Carlos Ocana.
Mal Nunez.
Ethan Ornelas.
Abube Akoji.
Jacob Ortega.
Still lagging.
Christopher
You
Orozco.
just try to restart the camera.
Alejandro Ortiz.
Oh, well, then it's still doing it.
Anna Pelaez.
I'm back here. Because I think at this point, I don't think we should try unplugging the laptop anymore.
Lisette Ortiz.
Victoria Pinedo.
I mean, I guess sure, go for it, because we do have, like, more stuff in the program. Yeah, it's fine. Just try restarting it, or playing it,
Andrew Padilla.
Jonathan Bo Ponce.
Luis Padilla.
Emily Quintero.
Brooklyn Paniagua.
Jesus Quintero.
Kayla Pardo.
Abraham Quiroz.
Everybody, it should look better in about 20 seconds.
Hugo Perez.
Natalie Ramirez.
Carlos Paredes.
Roman Ramirez.
Diego Pasae.
Sergio Ramirez.
Novali Plasencia.
Sofía Rangel.
Salvador Chavita Pulido.
Natalie Reyes.
Angélica Quesada.
Alex Reyes.
Now look better.
Jennifer
Look dark,
Quintero.
look better.
Octavio Reynoso.
Kenya Rodriguez.
Francisco Rincón.
Ian Rodriguez.
Alexander Rivera Munguía.
Alexander Marcelli.
Is there a reason why your camera is so dark?
Malik Robertson.
Visitor camera. Yeah, it's super dark.
Ethan Rollerson.
Angel Robledo.
Jared Ruiz.
Alexa Rojas.
Marissa Sainz.
Noelani Rojas.
Jason Sanchez.
Sergio Romero.
Elijah Stevenson.
Destiny Rosero.
Emmanuel Stevenson.
Rosie Rodriguez.
Andre Talavera.
Gurtaran Singh.
Downey can't be starting again.
De Anera Thompson.
We tried restarting the camera, so we do have
Christian
a lot
Salazar.
of line.
It's not gonna work. You just have like 3 times.
Diana Torres.
And this one also had a picture.
Melissa Sanchez.
Alexis Valentine.
Ariana Serrano.
Francisco Valle.
Esmeralda Suarez.
David Villalobos.
Alejandro Sanchez.
Omar Vialta.
Kayla Velasquez.
Ramon Zuniga.
Matthew Velasquez.
Joshua Cruz.
Mateo Verduzco.
Mateo Pozo.
Jan Harbor Villegas. Georgie Wentz. Phoebe Salazar. Yan Shen. Cindy Song. Jonathan Treles. Cody Chawemon Siri. Kayla Tucker. Alexis Valencia. Maria Villaseñor Vergara. Layla Woods Booker.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah, let's hear it for him. Yeah, let's get this place rocking. There we go. I know we've all been locked up for a year, but let's have some fun tonight. All right. The mission of Downey High School is simple. All students will graduate with a 21st century education that ensures they are college and career ready, globally competitive, and citizens of strong character. Have you heard that before, Tucker? During normal times, this was a mission that Downey took seriously, and to be frank, we were very good at. We received honors from U.S. News and World Report for being in the top tier of high schools in the United States. Our graduation rate was nearly 100%. College Board recognized the school for our high percentage of students who took and passed in advanced placement tests. But we all know this past year hasn't been normal. And times changed on Friday, March 13th, 2020. Overnight, we were transformed from a 4,000 student comprehensive high school to an online school. If you think back to that fateful day, not many of us knew what Zoom, Canvas, distance learning, or hybrid schedules were. At the time, we were told that schools would be closed for 2 weeks, and I actually believed it. Well, now we know those 2 weeks turned into a year and a half, and as the pandemic hit our community hard, our resolve to continue your education, albeit in a different format, continued. I think it's safe to say that you have learned how to communicate and collaborate using more technology in the last year and a half than you thought possible. We also had to persevere through what I would argue is one of the most challenging times in United States history. I did some research, and during the 115 years of Downey High School, prior to Friday, March 13th, the school never closed, not even for 1 day. World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, the LA riots, we never closed. But next thing you know, we were closed for in-person instruction for over a year. But I feel the worst is over. We've all been through a tremendous amount of grief, pain, isolation, and worry, but you have all persevered. We have all persevered. If you can make it through a pandemic, an election, social unrest, and isolation, you are a survivor, and I commend you. So I say, it's time to pick one another up, dust ourselves off, so to speak, and celebrate one another. What do you say? So I would like to start with the 32 students who are wearing the white caps and gowns tonight, who are graduating with highest honors. This means that you had a grade point average of 4.5 or higher. Graduates with highest honors, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. This graduating class also has 200 seal bearers that are graduating with honors. This is the highest number of seal bearers in Downey High School history. Seal bearers, please stand and be recognized. At Downey High School, we take pride in our challenging college preparatory curriculum, and we should. This year, students took 1,216 AP exams. If you took an AP course, and its corresponding AP test while at Downey High School, please stand and be recognized. There we go. Skills USA competitions are events showcasing the best career and technical education students in the nation. Contests begin locally and continue through the state and national levels. This year we competed virtually, and as usual, our students excelled with 17 gold medals, 4 silver, and 4 bronze. If you competed in Skills USA this year, please stand and be recognized. And I believe we've won the Quiz Bowl for the 7th year in a row. Yeah. 25 Avid seniors who are all moving on to college. If you are an Avid, please stand and be recognized. We also have 8 outstanding young men and women who are joining our armed forces and will soon be in training. If you will soon be in our armed forces, please stand and be recognized. Downey High School's robotics teams, the Striking Vikings. All of the seniors on the Striking Vikings are moving on to college. If you're a member of Striking Vikings, please stand and be recognized. As our mission states, we want our students to be citizens of strong character. This year we had 103 students that will be recognized on their diplomas for community service hours and volunteering in their community during the pandemic. 14 of these students had over 500 hours of community service, and 3 students, Natalie Bardellas, Ruth Shin, and Josh Nino, had over 1,000 hours of service. If you are one of the 103 students that are recognized tonight with community service, please stand and be recognized. Our athletes of the year, Haley Harris and Ugana Akaijiofor. Please come, Ugana, please come to the stage. Haley Harris will be attending the University of Utah, where she will study kinesiology and play softball. And I think you had a game today against that team across the town, right? What was the score? 6-3, we got the dub. Yeah, league champion. I'd like to present this plaque to Haley Harris, Downey High School, Athlete of the Year. Ugana, how far do you throw that discus? Like 5 miles? #1 in the state right now in discus. He also throws a shot. Yeah, he's got some guns under that cap and gown too, the legal kind. He will be attending UCLA next year where he's going to be studying medicine. Congratulations. Thank you.
No, you should be on a different camera pointed towards the student.
You've all been through a lot. We've all been through a lot. Now things are about to dramatically change for you again.
No,
This time for the better.
Okay, so we changed cameras.
It's time to choose a path. Many of you will choose a path that takes you immediately to the world of work or the military, while many of you will take the path of further education at the university and community college level. If I can tell you one thing, give you one sight, it's this: choose a path that matters. And now I'd like to turn it over to senior Haley Harris.
No, not really. Well, I mean, when they,
Good evening, teachers, faculty, parents, and fellow graduates. My name is Haley Harris. Some of you may know me from watching VNS, visiting the Writing Center, or wondering who the overly hyped loud girl at all the athletic events is. Well, that was me, and now I'm standing here today to congratulate all of you on this big accomplishment. Today, we graduate high school, marking all the days we showed up and got it done, regardless of the circumstances put in front of us. To experience a senior year, mostly, if not completely through a computer screen, is something no class before us has done. For me, being away from Downey High for an entire year was far from easy. I would be lying if I said I didn't spend most of my days of my senior year being frustrated than not. But, with all things considered, we have all learned some very valuable lessons along the way that have made us better people moving forward. For one, I don't think anyone understands the importance of never taking anything for granted more than the class of 2021. All those days we spent wishing we could take back every time we said, "I just want to stay home today," taught us that for sure. It's this renewed sense of gratitude that's been instilled within this class of graduates that will propel us all towards a brighter future full of more purposeful living. Not only that, but we have also learned what we are truly made of and how much we can persevere. Although this year was nothing like we imagined when we first walked onto campus 4 years ago, we've adapted collectively as a school through all the challenges of the past year and 2 months. Our administrators went above and beyond in hearing the voices of their students throughout this difficult year. They really fought to get us back on campus, back playing sports, and back making memories with each other at the place we've called home for the past 4 years. In other words, we made some pretty good lemonade with those lemons we were handed. Although we endured a lot of change this year due to the pandemic, that is not all I will remember when I look back on my high school experience. I will also remember those first 3 years full of screaming in Viking Nation, dressing up on every day of Spirit Week, and going to school dances with my best friends. I'll remember how much I loved representing Downey High School every time I stepped onto the field or court. I'll remember cheering on my best friend every time the dance team performed, feeling the rush of the Dig Pink volleyball games, and getting to dress up like the wimps from across town. I'll remember being able to count on Mr. House to be the biggest fan of all our sports teams and the biggest thief of our apple slices at lunchtime. I'm almost certain that a few years from now, I'll already have forgotten about all the sleep I lost during this busy time of my life, but rather remember the pure joy I got from being able to do it all as a Downey Viking. My time at Downey High School has been the best of my life, and yet my life is still just beginning. I owe a huge thank you to the teachers and staff who've made my experience at Downey the absolute best it could be, to my teammates and friends who made it more memorable than I could have ever imagined, and to my basketball coach / first period teacher who made it possible for almost every other teacher of mine to tell me about the picture they saw of me on Facebook this weekend. Love you, Dad. In closing, I would remind you all that as Vikings, we are always full of pride in who we are and what we represent. Today, I stand here more proud than ever to be a part of this special class of Vikings who wouldn't even let an unexpected global pandemic stop us from reaching our goals. The pages of this next chapter in our lives have so much blank space, and they're waiting for us to pick up that pen and continue writing. So go out, be bold, be brave, be yourself, and be ready to conquer all that comes your way. This is only the beginning of your story, and the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce a senior that I've gotten to know the last couple years. She's been absolutely a tremendous young lady to work with in the ASB. Watching her on the basketball court, even when she gets a concussion playing basketball, she keeps going and going strong, and that is Rachel Spinoza.
Thank you so much, Mr. House. Well, hello, class of 2021. Here we are. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the staff and faculty of Downey High for always giving us their best, and for our parents and families who have supported us through this whole journey. You are all so appreciated. Well, here we are. It's so weird to be saying that because while we've dreamed for this moment, I don't think any of us thought it would come this fast. But we're here, we did it, and despite the brutal battles we had to face, especially this year, we've made it to the end. As I reflect back on all my years of schooling, most importantly high school, I can't help but to have the biggest possible smile and the warmest feeling in my heart. I don't sugarcoat high school at all when I say that. It was during these past 4 years that we faced some of our biggest struggles in life so far. We lost friends, had countless nights with little to no sleep, athletes faced injuries and tough losses. We stressed to get those grades we desired, packed in all the studying we could for finals, worked day and night to get that routine down or memorize those lines, got our hearts broken, maintained jobs, faced some dark mental and emotional issues, and said goodbye to a lot of our youth. The crazy part about this, all of us had to juggle basically all of this at once throughout high school. So needless to say, high school wasn't anywhere near easy. Now, you may be wondering, why does thinking of high school make me smile then? I smile because I remember all those Downey versus Warren football games, all those spirit weeks. I remember all those times we cheered on our sports teams, all those times we got to see our amazing drama team put on an outstanding performance. I remember the late night drives with friends with the windows down and the music blasting, those times where I got to walk into class and have some of my favorite teachers give me the uplifting energy or compliment that turns that terrible day into a great one. I smile because I think of all those dances where we took hours to get dressed up for, just to get there, throw our shoes off, and get all sweaty from dancing all night. I remember the feeling of getting that grade you worked so hard for, that feeling of overcoming those mental and emotional wars. I remember the dance battles that took place in the middle of the quad, or Mr. Houts coming to our lunch table to steal some food from us. I remember the feeling of making new friends that stuck around through the thick and thin. That feeling of not just making friends, but making brothers and sisters for life. I smile because I remember that despite all those struggles we tackled day and night, we still finished the race. We made it to this exact moment that we worked so hard for. Because while those battles seemed like a fight we would never win, they molded us into the people that we are today. Those battles are what make us so strong in these moments now, and it's the greatest feeling ever, knowing not only did you yourself come out victorious, but the people you grew up with came out victorious as well. Class of 2021, please remember to celebrate yourself tonight, because we made it through a senior year that no one in history has ever had to face. This past year threw literally everything it could at us, and once again, we rose to the occasion. We became activists, we learned the importance of using our voices, we fought for what we believed in, and we took a stand for those who couldn't. We also learned what being selfless is really all about. We put our wants and some of our fun that we had waited all 11 years of school for aside so we could finally see our country get healthy again. I think we finally understand now what President Kennedy meant when he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Class of 21, we're going to break boundaries in this world. We're going to accomplish things that this world never even knew was possible. A battle like the ones that we have faced are only given to the toughest of warriors. This year was meant for us, because seniors, no one could have come out of this stronger than the way we have. The struggles of life don't stop here, and if anything, they're just beginning. But the building of our strength doesn't stop here either. So no matter what your next step is after high school, go into it knowing that nothing can stop you from doing what you want to do. Go into it knowing that you were made for this moment, and giving it your all will always be enough. There's something that my coach always quoted from John Wooden. He'd say that success isn't measured by our wins and losses. Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction and knowing you did your best to become the best you could possibly be. With that, Vikes, I'd like to conclude this here the same way that Mrs. Sims would. Go be brilliant, go be awesome, but most importantly, go be kind. God bless and thank you all.
Okay, I gotta get something straight. I was not stealing the food, Dr. Garcia. I was taste testing the quality of the cafeteria food. I'm ready for some music. I don't know about you guys. Ivan Cuevas, you ready to get down? All right, let's play some Foo Fighters.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? Those are some great speeches. Let's get another round of applause for those. So my name is Ivan Cuevas. I play the guitar, and I'm gonna sing a little song for you guys. Before I do, I just want to say hi to my family, to my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my grandma. They all came. I love you guys so much. This is one of the first songs I ever learned to play on the guitar, and it's still one of my favorites to this day. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Here's Everlong.
Come down and waste away with me. Down with me. Slow how you wanted it to be. Over my head, out of the red I sang. And I wonder, when I sing along with you, if anything could ever be this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, you gotta promise not to stop when I say when. She's staying. Breathe out so I can breathe you in. Hold you in. And now I know you've always been out of your head, out of the red I sang. And I wonder, when I sing along with you, if everything could ever be this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, you gotta promise not to stop when I say when. She said, my cap just fell off. Alright, I want you guys to sing with me, Harris. Alright. Do 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 do. Alright, you guys now, you guys. And I wonder, when I sing along with you, if anything could ever be this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, you gotta promise not to stop when I say when.
Because it's casting a shadow.
Thank you very much, thank you!
I don't know if everybody knows, but we have two guitar players in our Downey High School Hall of Fame. One is James Hetfield from Metallica, and the other is George Cajon from the Black Eyed Peas. Who knows? We might have Ivan Cuevas here in a few years. Yeah. Now I'd like to introduce to you Senior Daniela Gomez.
I'm sitting.
I know.
Okay, so I wanted to start off by saying thank you, Ivan. That was beautiful. But anyway, good evening, everybody. My name is Daniela Gomez, and it is my honor to present my speech for the class of 2021. High school, a brief 4 years of time we spent together, a place where we experience friendship, achieve our goals, and prepare for the inevitable challenges of adulthood. A phenomena in the way it leaves a mark on us when, in the grand scheme of things, is a very small period of time. Who knew that the times of cheering at the football stadium, showing your support for the battle against breast cancer at the Pink Games, or eating Chick-fil-A after school with your friends would come to an end so fast and position us here, sitting among our peers, waiting to take on the real world. Recognize all the hard work that it took for you to be here today. We started our time here in 2017 as tiny freshmen, lost in the first week of school, getting trampled by the C building, and our only concerns were trying not to get caught by tardy sweep. Fast forward a couple years, we're living through a global pandemic. And now we're here, the graduating class of 2021, still wearing masks, yeah, I mean, except for me, but rising above our circumstances and anticipating our new lives as adults. Look to your right and look to your left. We did it. Some of us are relieved to finally be here. Some of us are wondering how they even got here. And well, some of us are waiting for the chance to get out of here. But this is it. We don't get to stay high schoolers forever. We're on the brink of stepping into the unknown, a thrilling yet somewhat stressful situation. But do not be afraid of the future and its possibilities. Embrace it. We are future firefighters, mechanics, lawyers, doctors, business owners, politicians, you name it. We're going to change the world. We shall never settle for less or let fear and anxiety get in the way of our happiness and living our lives. Make it an essential to do what makes you happy. Follow your passions and never stop trying to do what you love. From this day forward, you get to make the choices for you. Whether or not it looks like how you desired, push on. Life will throw you a curveball, but all that matters is how you adjust to it. For example, Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination and having no good ideas. I wonder what his employer would think of his multi-billion-dollar business now. Michael Jordan didn't make the basketball team his freshman year. Steve Jobs was once fired from his own company, Apple. Basically, your path might not make sense right now, or even a couple years from now. But what matters is, in the end, everything will fall into place. We are exiting the bubble of our high school years. It's time to take on the world and be the brave and relentless Vikings our school has taught us to be. Thank you.
Well, principal of Downey High School, I've had the absolute pleasure of watching the Navarez family go through Downey High School. Everybody knows probably Mr. Navarez in the front row. It's been a pleasure to see the Navarez. I believe the two older kids went to some school called UCLA. And the youngest one now I'd like to introduce, he will be attending Yale University in the fall, and that's Andrew Navarez.
Mr. Houts, faculty, parents, family, and friends. Good evening. My name is Andrew Navarez, and I'm truly honored to be standing before you today, addressing my friends and fellow classmates, the class of 2021. I find it hard to believe that after 4 years, I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. I remember 2 years ago, when my sister graduated from Downey, and I began wondering what the next 2 years would hold. Never would I have expected the second half of our high school experience to revolve around some of the most momentous events in modern history. Wildfires, pandemic, and unprecedented political polarization. Even though I never had the time to meet all of you, class of 2021, we have experienced many of the same highs and lows throughout the past year. Despite being separated, we have very much gone through this last year and a half together. During this time, so many events have felt out of our control, and it becomes easy to forget that, despite the obstacles in our way, we can still control the trajectories of our lives. There will be times when outside forces make it nearly impossible for us to choose what we want. And as we make the transition to adulthood, we will undoubtedly face more of these situations. For the foreseeable future, there will be more pandemics and more natural disasters. There are some things we will never be able to control, and that's all right. Luckily, One of the biggest problems facing our country is a problem we can't control. Time and time again, we, as a country, refuse to see things from the perspectives of our neighbors, our friends, even our own families. We have failed to recognize the humanity in our fellow man. We have organized ourselves into groups over complex issues and demonized those who don't agree with our simplified ideas. Although some perspectives and some opinions are beneath our respect, the dignity of those we share this planet with is not. This is one of those instances where we must make a choice. We have free will, and now we must use it. We must choose to empathize and believe that we can slowly grow, change, and collectively become better. Even though we are going our separate ways after tonight, we can once again be united, this time in our resolve to treat each other with basic dignity, kindness, and respect. As we integrate ourselves into the real world, we will face more chaos and more life-altering events, both for good and for bad. During these times, we must be responsible with the choices we're able to make. In the end, all who live to see such times as wild and unpredictable as ours will wish they could have avoided the instability, stress, and uncertainty that comes with the territory. But this is not for us to decide. As J.R.R. Tolkien once said, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. Frankly, class of 2021, I feel optimistic that we will make the right choices. Before I end my speech, there are a few people I want to thank. To my parents, I wouldn't be here without your constant support, encouragement, and love. You have given me the optimism and grit to keep pushing forward and exceed even my own expectations. To my brother, Robert, and my sister, Alyssa, thank you for being great role models and even better siblings. To the faculty and administration of Downey High School, thank you for your tireless effort, not only during the pandemic, but over the course of the last 4 years. You've made this one of the most memorable and enriching experiences of our lives. Lastly, to the class of 2021, congratulations, we did it.
Now I'd like to introduce Michaela Sabalos, Annette Melendez, and Raymond Ortiz. Going to play a little Bruno Mars, Leave the Door Open. Oh, sorry. Anyway, we're playing a song. Let's get it.
Yesterday, something We got one more song for you guys. Final song for the night, we got Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
And that was Downey High School's epic jazz choir. All right.
Hey! Say what you do, where you at, oh you got plans, don't say that, I'm looking fine, in a row, I look too good to be alone, my house clean, my pool warm, I just shake like a newborn, we could be dancing, romancing in the east wing, the west wing of this mansion, I am playing no games, every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, boy. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you now, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. You're so sweet, you're so tight. I won't bite unless you like. If you're down, I got the games. And if you're hungry, boy, I got filet. Baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, cuddling, rose petals in the bathtub. Boy, it's bubbling, let's jump in. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you're trying to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, boy. I'ma leave the door open. Oh, that you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you now, baby. Tell me that you're coming. Tell me, baby. Oh, yeah. La la la, la 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 la. How are we class of 2021? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. La 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 la. I got to see you, baby. La la la, la 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 la. Boy, I'm trying to give you this. I'ma leave my door open, yeah. I'ma leave my door open, boy. And I'm hoping that you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you, baby. Tell me that you're coming. Oh, tell me, yeah. La la la, la 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 la. Tell me that you're coming. Boy, I'm here just waiting for you. Come on over, I'll adore you. La la la, la 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 la. I've waited so long. Downey High School, class of 2021, thank you so much. Woo!
right, now, the best part of the evening. At this time, will the class of 2021 please rise? And as principal of Downey High School, I certify that these students have met the requirements as prescribed by the state of California and the Board of Education for the Downey Unified School District.
Mr. House, on behalf of the Board of Education for the Downey Unified School District, and as a graduate of the class of 65, I accept the class of 2021. Congratulations, students.
Class of 2021, you may now move your tassel from the left to the right. Class of 2021, you have now officially graduated from Downey High School. Congratulations and good luck. Yes, throw those hats in the air. Let's have some fun. There you go. All right, this concludes our commencement program. Parents and guests are asked to remain in your seats until the senior class has left the field. Seniors, please exit the way you entered. Please meet your parents at a pre-planned area. If you have your cell phones, now's the time to call them. Please remember to social distance as much as possible. Good evening and thank you, class of 2021. I love you all.
Dead? You're done. You can stop screaming that one. Like, who did you?
Yeah.